Di saat banyak pemilik usaha mulai memikirkan kenaikan gaji untuk tahun selanjutnya, banyak pekerja yang tetap khawatir berapapun penghasilan mereka tak akan cukup guna mengejar tingginya laju inflasi.
A study conducted during June 2nd through the 6th from the American Staffing Association showed a total of 2,000 U.S. adults 18 or over, 58% said their paychecks were no longer enough to support themselves or their families.
Laju inflasi seperti terlihat dalam perubahan indeks harga konsumen terus meningkat selama paruh awal 2022 dan memuncak ke angka 9,1% pada Juni dibandingkan Juni tahun sebelumnya. Sebagian analis saat ini melihat ada indikasi laju inflasi mulai melandai.
A lot of the main components have started to come off the highs. That's really important because last month we had a flat month to month, and it would be great for all of us if we saw a slight dip on a month to month basis. But that's not really necessary to see the year over year change get better. So if we just stayed flat here for a while, we would actually see 2% inflation sometime early next year.
2% adalah target Bank Sentral AS atau Federal Reserve untuk tak lagi melakukan pengetatan moneter.
We've seen two very large rate hikes the last couple of meetings, and people were expecting, or the market was expecting, another very large one here at the next meeting of 75 basis points. And that may not have to happen at this point. We may see a 50 instead of the 75, and that may seem like a small number, 0.25%. But from the market standpoint, anything less than a 75 at this point, I think is a very good report or very good news.
Berapapun basis poin yang akhirnya diputuskan Bank Sentral AS pada akhir September, pengetatan telah dilakukan dan digulirkan terus. Dan kekhawatiran yang muncul adalah bahwa perlambatan ekonomi yang ditimbulkan bisa menyebabkan resesi ekonomi. Pelaku usaha dan pelaku pasar masih memperdebatkan apakah AS telah masuk resesi, meski memang telah terjadi penyusutan produk domestik bruto 2 triwulan berturut-turut.
We are going to be going into a slowdown at some point. We've been seeing it in plenty of the data, but are we in a recession right now? I don't think so. But do we foresee one in the horizon? Absolutely. The question remains how deep it's going to be, and at what point do we see it? So it definitely could see one coming up in the back half of this year or early in 2023. But for the most part, we believe at Gradient Investments that it's going to be, somewhat of a mild recession.
Resesi ringan alias resesi dangkal, karena analis melihat sejauh ini tak ada PHK massal seperti layaknya resesi parah. Dari Washington DC, Nova Purwadi dan tim VOA.